just being aware of the breath is such a wonderful place to start. I feel like the breath is always such a gift as far as something that's always happening. We might not be aware of it, but we can pause and just become aware of it. And that act, as Joy is saying, of cultivating the capacity to be a witness for our own experience, our own journey in life, taking the unconscious and making it conscious. To me, the joy of breath is that I get to practice that as often as I remember that I'm breathing. So let's just start there and just remember that we're breathing and that life is breathing us always in the background. We have this incredible gift of the breath. And perhaps we can just be grateful for this gift of breath, that it's there and it's waiting for us to become aware of it. And so in that becoming aware, we get to tune in a little bit and let the breath be our guide inward to just notice, how is my experience right now? How is my body feeling? What's awake and alive for me in this moment after listening to this beautiful conversation about waking up from suffering? And can we also take this moment to notice how we show up for ourselves when we're uncomfortable? What we say to ourselves when we return back to the comforts that we know don't serve us anymore? Can we just insert a little bit of kindness into that relationship we have with our own forgetting? And perhaps by being kind to ourselves, we notice that there's a capacity to soften. To soften and return to that sacred place of witnessing who and what we are, the mystery of us. And as Joy was saying, can we bring about an intention in this practice today to invite in a deeper capacity to stay with the moment when we want to leave? Can we ask that of our breath and our body, that we take tiny little steps towards building a greater capacity to stay in the moment when it's uncomfortable, and use our awareness of our body and our breath to create that spaciousness to be a witness, and with curiosity just watch what happens. And so this is something we can practice by pushing our edge with breath work, and also by staying in the exhale when we come to an end of a round, when we want to breathe but we're not breathing. We can use this as a tool for cultivating presence while under an acceptable amount of duress, perhaps, let's say. So, just tending to the body a little bit more deeply, just noticing anywhere where you're holding tension or stress. And just taking some deep breaths in, into the chest, into the belly. Effort on the inhale, and a sense of relaxed surrender on the exhale. Drawing the breath back into the chest and the belly and the upper shoulders. Efforting and relaxing. And just letting that tension melt. And if it helps for you to do a gentle scan from the top of your head at the crown, still staying with the breath as you begin to feel down the body, across the forehead, behind the eyes, into the muscles of the ears and the jaw, using the breath to invite in space and awareness and softness and surrender. Relaxing down the back of the neck, relaxing the throat, and just inviting in the gift of your own voice to soften the throat a little bit more. So efforting on the inhale and sighing the voice out on the exhale. Now taking a few more breaths into the upper chest and shoulders, lifting the shoulders up as you inhale and letting them drop on the exhale. And just pausing there, if it feels comfortable to put a hand on your heart and a hand on the belly. And again, just feeling into all the moments in life where we run away from our experience. We seek to hide or seek to comfort in a way that tunes us out, and just inviting in some forgiveness and some softness into the heart and some gratitude for the ways in which we've protected ourselves and kept ourselves safe from harm. Strategies we developed when we're very young. So just meeting that part of us with curiosity, as though we were meeting a young child. Oh, how are we doing today? Rather than judge for a child that misbehaves, can we be curious and bring compassion and care and invite in a sense of belonging, that every part of us is welcome here in this next breath. And this one. And perhaps this young child is uncomfortable or under stress, and so we're just leaning in to bring presence into this moment so that they can learn how to be with their uncomfortable feelings rather than having to be distracted by them or be given something else to focus on. Just being with the feelings. And then relaxing down into the belly and relaxing the pelvis open and just feeling the nature of this portal that we have in our pelvic area. And breathing into that. Feeling the connectedness with the earth and the support of our deep roots in our bones from our ancestors, and just breathing into that sense of allowing the pelvis to relax open, trusting that process. And as we feel the bones in our body and the bones of our ancestors, we just bring in this drum to start aligning our breath with the power of rhythm. letting the power of rhythm support the beating of the heart and the calming of the mind as we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2. If it feels too good, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice deep full breaths all the way into the belly and the chest, softening on the exhale. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, hold it at the top, and draw your pelvic floor up. So lift the base and the bottom of the pelvic muscles up. Press your lower belly towards the spine, and feel that fluid rising up through the heart into the mind as you exhale it all the way out in 3, 2, 1. Just pausing at the bottom of the breath to connect with a sense of emptiness and spaciousness. Noticing your experience. Remember that you are the witness of your own life story. Start another round of breath a little stronger, but if at any time you need to go back to the slow breath, that's always there for you. Here we go. If you'd like to add arm movements in, you can watch me. Here we go. Now here we go, double time. humble time once again. Slow it down once again. Okay, let your body unwind, let it be loose. Feel the fluid in the body. Remember that we're mostly made of water and space. Let your spine unwind. Feel the liquid and wave-like nature of your spine. As we take a breath all the way in, and we sigh our voice all the way out. One more breath all the way in. Sigh it out. Now 4 nice, big, deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then we'll take a hold. Inhale and hold it. Lift the pelvic floor up. Press your lower belly towards the spine. Raise that spinal fluid up through the heart into the mind. Sip a little bit more air up. And connect with the sky, but feel your roots in the earth. When you're ready, sigh it all the way out into the emptiness and pause at the bottom of the breath. And just notice your experience of not breathing. Just be with the emptiness. The deep silence that lives at the center of all things. And when that desire to inhale comes, can we just be the witness of that desire and not become the desire itself? Can we relax our awareness open and trust that we will breathe again when we're truly ready? If you haven't already, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Sigh it all the way out. Softening the jaw, softening the eyes, softening down the back of the neck. And for this next round of breath, really inviting you to more deeply empower the witness. And notice that the more we connect with this capacity to witness ourselves, the more we realize that it's always been there. It's just about us becoming aware of the witnessing of ourselves. Here we go. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Double time. Up again. Slow it back down. Nice deep full breaths all the way in and all the way out. Into the belly, into the chest. Effort on the inhale. Relax on the exhale. nice deep breath all the way in. Holding it at the top for a moment and sighing your voice out. Another nice deep breath all the way in. Soften everything. And then inhale and hold it at the top. When you're ready, sigh that all the way out into an empty breath. And just relax and notice. Oh, so how am I experiencing my reality now? Can I tune into the awareness of stillness even more? And as this pause in breathing starts to approach an edge of discomfort, what are the anchors that keep us here? Right, this strong desire to breathe, and we're just noticing. Noticing the tension that's arising in the body, perhaps, and can we just be with that with a loving heart? Can we empower the witness? Softening the jaw, softening the tongue. And noticing when you're ready to breathe, you'll breathe. So just letting go of controlled breathing for now, and just allow your breath to go back to flowing on its own. Noticing what's different now about your experience. Can you let the gentle but constant pull of gravity draw you down towards the earth? Can you continue to notice sensations, scanning and relaxing the body back into an awake and aware state? Can you feel the warmth and expansiveness of your heart? Does it feel empowering to acknowledge the gift of your shadow? Without going into the story of it, can we just witness it? Be the witness. Acknowledging that by showing up for yourself with a practice, you build the strength and the capacity to separate from your experience, to pause, to notice, to have compassion for. To allow, but also to guide towards infinite possibility. So as we sit here in these final moments, just connecting and becoming aware of all the beings who have practiced this way, who practice it now or practice it before you came, and just feeling the solidarity and the devotion and the commitment of lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes spent waking up from suffering. May our time in this practice benefit all beings. May all beings be free from suffering. May the work we do here ripple out into the world and allow us to give our gifts more fully. And when we forget, can we meet that forgetfulness with kindness, compassion, but a firm hand guiding us back into full presence?